The reliability of electrical connections is, of course, extremely important, right?
That's correct. Our connectors and our pliers meet the high demands that prevail there. Then everything you need for it.
And as a supplier for wholesale and industry, we are, of course, bound to these high-quality standards and must also meet the automotive manufacturer's norms.
In order to know which suitable pliers or connectors I need, we'll show you now.
Here we have displayed the various crimp connectors and shrink connectors, which are available in a wide range of cross-sections.
And the question from the workshops is always, what is the right tool for that? And here we have our Crimbo 10 and 30 with the corresponding die, as well as our red pliers, the 1994 260. Everything can also be found in the catalog, always assigned to the corresponding item.
And then there are, of course, crimp connectors that also need to be shrunk afterwards, like the Crimsil 2 or the Duraseal, which will be shrunk again afterwards.
There's also the challenge that many people don't really know what the best solution is and how to do it exactly. We want to highlight that as well, showing what is commonly done. I grabbed a lighter because it should be fast. We also have a quick tool for this, which we will demonstrate to you.
We have solder connectors here.
Here is our solder connector, where we can insert the cable ends and connect them together. Heat it up, shrink it, the solder flows, and in the end, I have a waterproof connection.
The solder sleeve, which means connecting two cables together, simply strip the cables, insert them, and then heat them up. It shrinks together. The solder begins to melt, and eventually the inner adhesive comes out, resulting in a completely waterproof connection. The benefit in this case is also evident when compared to this connection where I have to squeeze. Here I always have a stiff sleeve. This implies that if I navigate around a curve or bend, there's a chance that the cables may break off on either side. In this case, this one is much more flexible, which is why it's my top choice. Delivery units are a frequently discussed topic and often misinterpreted. To clarify, we offer a variety of delivery units, such as 5-pack options, 10, 25, and 50 500,000 unit packs. We also offer SB packaging with the 0660 at the end, which always contains 10 pieces. For the larger packs, we have the 0990 at the end.
Don't confuse them. 099 and 066 are very different. Ordering 10 of those 6 gives me 100 connectors. For 10 times 99, well...
I possess 10,000, which is wonderful for us. We should celebrate when so many are ordered, but I believe it doesn't align with the workshop's purpose. There's also a note from the buddies about the difference between delivery
and
units.
The price unit.
For instance, we have articles that come in packs of 50. The delivery unit is in a bag, while the price unit in the catalog is 100. So please do not mix them up.
Right. Then it is the price is per 100, but you get a pack with 50 pieces. With blister packs, it's different. The delivery unit directly corresponds to the price unit. This means that when I place an order, I get a blister pack with 10 pieces.
Articles with 10 pieces.
Which also counts as a delivery unit. Everything is identical. Just for your information, PE stands for price unit, not pack unit.
As we said earlier, we have the solder sleeve, meaning we just take the cable and strip it. Now, we put the cable in from both sides and not in a way that I layer it, but my recommendation is to twist it together. So, and now I have a beautiful connection here. I'm going to do it the wrong way. I'm taking the lighter and heat it up. I'm not using the flame directly, but the heat from above. As we can already see, the plastic is already running, but my silver solder has not yet melted at all. And nothing is happening. You can see that very clearly here, the plastic. The inner adhesive is starting to become liquid. It's already connecting around the cable, so it's already shrunk completely on the outside. So my silver solder in the middle isn't reacting, still doesn't work.
And most people think that a lighter is a quick alternative to a hot air gun because it is relatively large. But then often the problem is that it is also dangerous, especially in the interior, when the connection on the outside bursts and the tin leaks out.
Honestly, this isn't professional work, and we can still see from the width that nothing has happened with the silver solder using the lighter, because it doesn't get hot enough.
Correct. Now we have the option here with our burner, because here we don't have an open flame. Just like with the lighter, we have heat. We've already put the sign on the front here. Over there, we can also see our range, the box that is for it, the burner mini, which is next to it. You can just show it. Jens, it comes separately or in an assortment with shrink tubes. We also have it on offer.
The attachments are also included.
Correct. Now we turn on our burner and it will heat up. As mentioned, no flame comes out in the upper area, which means only the sign we have attached would heat up at this moment. And now we can simply go ahead and place this in here and can slowly shrink our connector.
You could also park it here outside the vehicle now, right?
Correct.
With the holder, that means we have a clip here that can be removed. Then you can place it on the table, which means when we prepare something at the workbench, we can make assembly preparations. We don't need to hold it either. Indeed, yes.
We're running the solder now, and you can see nothing is blackening. This shows we have a nice even look. We're going round. To help the solder flow, Jens just turned it. So we can see we can access it from all sides. We have the chance for it to begin flowing. Now we reach the point where the solder has melted and we want to go here and shrink everything down at the end. This is waterproof and especially water protected.
I have a 100% waterproof connection when the inner adhesive has leaked, right? And it has the advantage, if we want to briefly touch on that again, as I mentioned at the beginning, when I have such a crimp connector, I have a rigid sleeve inside. For this one, for instance, I can actually wrap it around my finger, meaning it can be utilized in areas where there are hinges or other components. It would snap off on both sides here. And here it is, such that it is absolutely flexible.
We have our different crimping tools here because we are going to work on our crimp connectors now. This indicates that we have one crimp connector here that can still be shrunk and another that can only be crimped. I will now show you our crimp connector with the shrinkable part and the internal adhesive. You can see how the connection is made. So we are now grabbing a pair of pliers and insert it here, the connector. We take our cable and push it through on the other side. So that means we have only crimped one half here now. Now we will crimp the other half. Cable in. Tighten. And now I have a fantastic strong connection. Here, as I said, this is how we have it, and it is shrunk. Plus, you can see how the inner glue has seeped out the white rim. Now we have a water-resistant connection.
Now, after observing the various methods of connecting cables, you have witnessed my ability to shrink, exclusively shrink, crimp, solder, crimp, and shrink, covering all available options. You have also realized the importance of using the appropriate tool, which is truly advantageous.
Perfect all around. Below in the link, we have also linked our online catalog corresponding to the connectors we showed, along with the tools. Furthermore, we also have several videos that cover this topic of connector connections, and you can explore more information.
All from one place, everything from Hearth and Bus.